Now here's something unusual, viewers, because it's Mitchell Torok. Now, if anybody knows Mitchell Torok, Mitchell Torok.
Mitchell Torok.
Mitchell Torok, you can probably give me advice on that. I wish I was a little bit younger, and when Mexico gave up the rumba.
Right.
And obviously famous in his day, and on the Brunswick label, 78, and off we go. I would say about 1956.
Lord, I wish I was a little bit younger and knew what I know now. When I was young, I had lots of dreams, but I learned things the hard way, or so it seems. I played with fate when she threw her dart, but all I got was lots of broken hearts. Then I went to school and I read all the books, but I learned for myself about a girl's good looks. I promised my folks I'd make a good mark. I never learned a thing about the kissing in the dark. So I made myself a promise to make no more foolish vows. Lord, I wish I was a little bit younger and knew what I know now. A long time back my conscience would say, tell a girl the truth, it's the only way. I told my conscience I'd be fair and square. I missed a lot of loving cause I didn't want to dare. Then a few years later I got me a wife. I branded myself for the rest of my life. When the preacher said to honor and obey, I made a mistake when I said okay. So I made myself a promise to make no more foolish vows. Lord, I wish I was a little bit younger and knew what I know now. If I could go back 10 years or so, I'd have a good time knowing what I know. The things I've learned I'd put to use, and never again stick my head into the news. So I made myself a promise to make no more foolish vows. Oh Lord, I wish I was a little bit younger and knew what I know now.
Obviously a country western singer.
Exactly, but I tell you viewers, I wish I was a bit younger and knew what I know now.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Because my life would have been completely different. Anyway, when Mexico gave up the rumba, on the Brunswick label, on 78, off we go.
Down in Mexico at each high noon, siesta is the thing. You can find them sleeping out in the shade while the birds softly sing. But from the radio there comes a U.S. show, and the disc jockeys playing the balloon. Before they know what's happened, they're up and clapping to the tune of the blue suede shoe. 1, 2, and then a rock. It's the funniest thing ever told. The day that Mexico gave up the rumba to do the rock and roll. In the middle of town, the big bull ring stands. It reaches to the sky. Inside the matador has got his sword in hand, and a bull is fixing to die. But from the phonograph there comes a frantic sound, and the sword drops from his hand. The bull begins to dance around in the dust to the beat of a big brass band. 1, 2, and then a rock. It's the funniest thing ever told. The day that Mexico gave up the rumba to do the rock and roll. In the summertime, the tourists come, expecting to see the scene of the quiet places and the quiet faces they read of in magazines. But then they're amazed when they find this parade is not in the U.S. alone. They used to dance beneath the stars to the Spanish guitar, but now they do it to the saxophone. 1, 2, and a rock. It's the funniest thing ever told. The day that Mexico gave up the rumba to do the rock and
And of course, rock and roll was all the rage in the 1950s.
Nice.